Stockton police officers were called out to a residence on Howard on a report of a prowler inside. What we've learned as officers were arriving was that the prowler forced entry into a residence, which we've learned has been a group home. There were people that live at the group home who barricaded themselves inside their room because they were scared. When two Stockton police officers made entry into the house, they saw the prowler inside and commanded him to come towards the officers. He refused commands, at which point a taser was deployed. A canine was sent to the suspect, at which point the canine officer went to retrieve his canine. The suspect then held a knife over his head and came at a Stockton police officer, and they were in very close proximity in a hallway. Two Stockton police officers fired their weapons, striking the suspect. Stockton police officers then performed CPR and called for medics, but the suspect was pronounced deceased when medics arrived on scene. But obviously this man was violent. He forced entry into a home, which is what we just learned is a group home, where there were minors and adults inside. They barricaded themselves in a bedroom, where the guy also forced entry and caused damage to several doors inside the residence. And then when our officers were on scene, he's refusing to comply with their commands, at which point a taser was deployed. A canine dog was sent in to apprehend the suspect, at which time the suspect was kicking the canine. And when our canine officer went to go retrieve his canine, that's when the suspect held a knife over his head and made advancements towards the officers. So fearing for their safety and the other people that were inside the house, since the suspect was armed with a knife, knowing that he wasn't complying with their commands, knowing that he's already forced entry, they fired their duty weapons at the suspect.